We've lost 5-1, so let's start from the beginning where we went ahead really early. Great goal.
Yeah, we had a bit of trouble getting here in terms of our normal sort of reference of time. So we were a bit late in sort of the warm up, prep, and stuff. Not to say that's an excuse, I'm just saying that sort of adopted our approach where we sort of were going to have a mid block, sort of play our way into the game. See what they got, see where they're trying to utilize, and see where we can sort of again attack them and see where their weaknesses are. And we felt Noah on this side was getting a lot of joy, and they were playing a high line as well. So when the team plays a high line, as you know, in today's modern day, it's about having the third man runs and sort of keeping on side and making sure you're filling into the spaces, and then as I said, making sure the weight of pass is right, because then you're always going to be in, and that's what we started well. And great goal, great cross from Ross. Great finish from Noah. It was high. I was thinking go with your head, but we'll give him a bly. He finished it with his foot, and then you thought, okay, let's again just keep with the game plan. And get through the next sort of 10 minutes without conceding. These sort of cliches of football, but no, we conceded pretty much straight after, and then we conceded straight after that. So we're now on the back foot. But if watching the game, you still felt confident we could still make chances and create. But this is again our Achilles heel. As much as people can look in the sort of like the table and see that we're one of the highest scorers in the league, I still feel our big chance conversions are not great, especially in games like these where you need to take them and they sort of influence the game. Because that's what they did. I mean, again, if you look at their XG compared to our XG, actually will probably be higher, but we've still not converted them. And then when you're saying that as well, on the other end, when the ball's parried in the box, you can say whether you expect Jack to do a bit better. It's still parried. We need to be there first. These are the little things that happened. We had a scramble in the second half. Where's the desire to get on the end of it, get on the right side of it? And so we've lost to a team really that I wouldn't even necessarily were better than us, but they just had a bit more know-how and understanding, how to sort of do the right things at the right times. And that's unfortunate. And it's similar to scenarios like Faversham away and a few of these other games where, where we've come away from home and you're looking at the result and thinking, well, how did that happen? But again, if this consistently happens and it's a repeated, sort of game, then it's something obviously we need to look at and sort of our mentality at certain points of the game. Second half, even though we were 2-1 down, we still felt, we can come back into this. We thought we had more of the ball, more of the play, but we come out and we can see straight away. Again, sometimes it's a dark art. The players, we've lost the ball in a transition. Can someone, again, you don't try and promote these things, but get the tug, pull them back. Sorry, ref, red, yellow card, we get back in. It's still 2-1. But again, it's those sort of naive parts of our play which we need to be better at, because as I said, these teams are near the top or get the top because they do those sort of things, and we need to have that sort of mentality because that leads on to a winning mentality. And that's what I think sometimes we miss, when sometimes when certain players are not playing, there's sometimes become a very, I don't want to say a nice team, and where we need to have that little dark side to us if we're going to sort of win games, because we still got tough games to play, and we don't want to sort of think, okay, we're away from home, what are we going to turn up with, what are we going to do? We need to be better, and that's that sort of performance as well. It's that when it started not going our way, we need to sort of be digging in, and still, if we got a goal back, I thought the momentum could have been with us, but we still didn't really get what we should have done, really. So it's disappointing, really disappointing, considering, as I said, where we were and what we did in this game. And we just got to try and find an answer. I mean, we've got 4 games left, including the cup final. We want to give something, for the people that have travelled so far today, something to shout about. And it was, we had to go and apologise because, the second half wasn't really good enough, and that's not what we're about.
Yeah, so first half, we probably had a lot more of the play. Possibly they hit us with 2 or 3 goals, 2 goals from the 2 or 3 chances they had, whereas we probably had a lot of the play and possibly didn't shoot enough. Or
I'll agree with that, and that's what I'm saying about the ruthless side of it. When you're getting into these areas, you're 1v1. You look at, sometimes I said, where you're playing against the opposition, they seem to punish us. We don't have that sort of ruthless element to us. and I think that's what we desperately need to improve on. Of course, we can talk on the defensive side of it, switching off in the set pieces, but it's these big chances, they change the sway of games. Because if we had kept the game at 1-0 for a longer period, all of a sudden now they have to change what they're doing, and we get more confidence coming into the game. But we didn't even get a chance to sort of, play on the lead. We were 2-1 down already. So yeah, look, we spoke to the boys at the end. We know that's not acceptable, for our standards and what we are. And we need to find sort of a recipe when it's not going our way from home, to sort of digging in. We need to have that sort of added that character element to us. Otherwise, it's just these repeat scores are going to happen again. People are going to look at these scores, think 5-1. What's happened there? And he wouldn't even say it was a 5-1 game, but they've just been really ruthless in front of us, in front of our goal, and and we're not taking those chances, and so we just need to be better. We as a management team, because it's a collective, we need to look at it. Do we need to come with a different sort of pragmatic approach? Are we too open? Because 3 against Faversham, 5 here today, it's still too much, because we're leaving ourselves too much to do. So yeah, we need to go again. Fair play to some of the boys. Injury, it was one of those weeks where we had availability wasn't great, but again, a lot of the players playing an injury. Sam was out today, Cam was out, Louis was out, Felix is out. So we're trying to rotate the pack as much as possible. Dre looked good when he came on today. Noah came on again, as he had an injury, but he played a little bit. So we'll have to rotate the pack a little bit, and just trying to get a few results and see. Again, we'll just try to finish the high as we can for now and go into the cup final with a bit of momentum, because we can't really go into the cup final like this. It'll just set us up. So we just need to be better. That's all. Thursday training, and yeah, Staplehurst away. That's all we can do and try and put it right.
Yeah. So second half, it was sort of, because we conceded so early, it sort of ruined the second half. Really, do you think heads dropped a little bit?
A little bit. I think. At 3-1, we were trying to sort of get in play, and I think Noah got in a few times, and we had a few sort of half chances there. But I think 4-1's when it really, then when none of the players gave up. And again, it was it's a goal where you think you want to do better at. Really, it's hard to explain. Do you know what I mean? Because you just want your players to have that little bit of desire to get goal-sided players, make blocks, and you keep yourself into the game, protect the keeper a bit more, so that we can do stuff at the other end. But yeah, collectively, as I said, it just didn't tie together. We did a lot of nice stuff. Don't get me wrong, but still 5-1, it's not right, really. And it's something that I said we need to improve on.
Yeah, did a lot of stuff that you don't get goals for, and they were the ruthless ones and got the goal.
Because as I said, for our XG, we've got to be scoring more, really, and at least putting them under pressure. And a team we're playing with a high line, with the pace that we've got, the intelligence should be better. The weight of passes should be better, to give yourself a chance. Because a lot of the balls were going through to the keeper. You just got to take a little bit of weight off it. So, and again, you expect better from our technicians as well. So yeah, we just need to improve. As I said, it's a similar scenario that we've had throughout the season. So this is not a one-off. We've come out in second halves and not turned up, and we need to. As I said, maybe we've got to look at our setup, maybe what we do at half time, maybe maybe get them out a bit earlier, because we need to start better and keep ourselves in these games when it's not going right. That's the key. You're not always going to dominate these games for 90 minutes, but when you are having your spells, can you sort of can stay in the game, dig in, and then you can go again? And we don't seem to be doing that. When we're up against it, we seem to be conceding, and that's not the sign of good sides, unfortunately.
Okay, well, we can't leave it on such a negative. So just looking ahead to the season, so we've got 4 games left.
Yeah.
Staplehurst, Welling, Lewisham, and Forest Hill Park, and then we've got the cup final. So do you think 4 wins might get us into the playoff mix, or is it gone far?
I think you got to give yourself a chance. That's all you can really do, because this league is such a funny league. Like, any given day, we'll go and check the results, and they'll be, they beat this person today, or they beat that team today. So you can only give yourself a chance. I know it's really looking bleak, but like I said, we can only just give ourselves a chance, and then at least what's going into the cup final with some momentum. That's the least we've got to look at. So give ourselves a chance, as I said. Staplehurst away. Just need a better performance. It starts with that, really, and then we can go from there. So, like I said, it's not over mathematically. It's not, but you know, I mean, it's up to us really.
Okay, and then see you all tomorrow for the big.
Yes, big cup final. Semi-final for the women's team. We want to make it a double cup final this year. So if we can get down there, showing the women, that'll be great.